Bandung Institute of Technology delegation for two prestigious national and international competition, which is Kompetisi Hemat and Kontes Mobil Hemat Energi and Shell Eco Marathon Asia. Rakata design, build, and drive the most energy efficient cars. Okay, so this is our current team right now. So I am the general manager, and I have two COO. COO is chief of operation, and I also have my non-technical manager as well. But the three of them cannot attend today's meeting because they have exams tomorrow. So please excuse that. And this is I have three total of 6 division. The 3 is technical and the other 3 is non-technical, as you can see here. The technical is divided into engine and powertrain, electrical, and vehicle design and dynamics. But the non-technical manager heads the financial and sponsorship, then administration and general affairs, and also creative media. Okay, so maybe next to our slogan. So we have 3 slogans. The first one is care, the second one is create, and the last one is conserve. We try to care about the current state of our world, which is there's so many pollution and global warming. So we try to embrace and embrace people and inspire people to understand the culture of conserving energy and drive the most efficient car in the future. We also create and develop eco-friendly super mileage vehicle. One is ethanol power prototype, and the other one is battery electric urban. And the last one is we try to conserve the earth, so the demand for fossil fuel can be reduced, and we try to promote sustainability in the future. Okay, so I want to tell you about the brief history of Rakata through the years. So we start first in this car. You can see the most left one. It was a prototype first, and it was an open wheel car. Then we changed the car into this middle red one. We turn the wheel inside the body, so we have better aerodynamic cohesion. Then we evolved the car into this one, the white, black, and green prototype. It has more streamlined and better track cohesion than the previous ones. We also have urban car. This is not ours actually. The right hand side of the car. This is not our cars. It was actually belongs to Cikal ITB. So we used to be separate teams. The other one is prototype and the other one is urban. And now we merge all the teams together into one name, which is Rakata. That's our brief history. And now this is our cars. We have 2 cars currently. The urban class, which is this black one. We just got it done last year of September, I think, and we compete in Kontes Mobil Hemat Energi, which is the domestic competition of uh, energy efficient competition, energy efficient car competition. And we also have this one, the prototype, which is have been around quite for some time, and we try to develop it so we can win the competition altogether of these 2 cars. Okay, so this year we are trying to compete in 3 competition. The first one is Shell Eco Marathon Asia Pacific. The second one is autonomous programming, and the third one is Kontes Mobil Hemat Energi. The Shell Eco Marathon we unfortunately cannot attend this year because of some technical issue and funding issues, but we try to go to attend the Shell Eco Marathon Asia next year. This one we are new to this competition. We try to compete in this one because, as I said earlier, we cannot attend the Shell Eco Marathon Asia this year. And last one is Kontes Mobil Hemat Energi, which will be held on October this year. So that's our focus of 3 main competition that we trying to attend this year. Okay, so maybe we continue to the next one, which is the division introduction. As I said earlier, we have two uh, parts of division. The first one is technical, and the second one is non-technical. The technical division research, design, and manufacture, and also raise the most energy efficient cars in urban and prototype categories. And the second one, the non-technical division, provide and supporting the technical activities. This division focus on areas such as administration and government affairs, financial and sponsorship, but also the exposure we get from the social media. Maybe a brief description about all the division. Vehicle design and dynamics, responsible for all the dynamics aspect of the car, such as body, frame, then the steering system, then the braking system of the car. So they got quite a lot of burden on their back to make the car glide as smooth as possible. So their main job is to design and manufacture a lightweight composite body and chassis. Then also they have to analyze the body and the chassis so it can withstand the force they are objecting to the car. And also there is design and manufacturing the steering system. And the last one is creating a reliable braking system that can stop the car in short distance. The next one is engine and powertrain. So it got four main objective, which is the first one is tuning. They tune the engine we got right now on the prototype class, which is the ICE. Then also they design and create the transmission system so the car can move on its own power. And then also uh, we create the shaft for the transmission system. And the last one is fuel system. They ensure the engine got enough fuel per needed as efficient as possible. Okay, on to the next one is electrical. So this division focus on creating the controller for our urban class car. We self-made the controller and we try to make it as efficient as possible, compare them to the factory controller of the motor. Then we got the subsystem, which is implementing the urban component for the car that comply with competition regulations such as hazard, then turning signal, then wiper, uh, like that. Then we got data telemetry, and the last one is power pack and wiring. So this is the job desk of electrical division. The next one is we move on to the non-technical division, which is administration and government affairs. So here the job description of this division is to manage the competition registration, then apply the Rakata operational permit application, create member database, make proposal for various needs, then shipping arrangement and scheduling team departure and return from the competition, especially for the international competition. The next one is creative media, where we try to establish a strong visual presence and connect with audience, and also gain strong feedback from the social media. And this year we try to boost our uh, engagement on social media. So we try to post content as many as possible. Then the last one is finance and sponsorship. So this division will will be responsible for managing the team's financial resource and securing sponsorship to support our team's initiative, which is to build the most efficient car. Then, okay, that's it for the presentation. I hope you can gain some knowledge from this. And if you want to ask me or ask my colleague something, you can. Okay.
Yes, I have actually in particular no, I Joshua, we are actually particularly interested in applying or joining the Shell Eco. Then upon checking, is there any specific or are there different categories that we could join? Because as you mentioned, you have the urban and what is that again? The other one.
Prototype. Prototype. So we
So there
have
are different
to.
categories.
Yes, yes. We are different categories.
So what did you join the two? The urban
Yeah.
and the other?
Actually, we just got the urban done last year, which is on September. So we don't have the chance to compete the urban in the Shell Eco Marathon, but we interested to compete the urban in the next year Shell Eco Marathon.
Mm, we are not yet very familiar with Shell Echo, and when
Uh,
it comes to the technical aspect of the design for those cars, what specific part of the car is uh, somewhat very challenging, or you found very challenging to fabricate or design?
okay, okay. So I think our biggest challenge in especially making urban because it's my team responsible to for making the urban, but the prototype is already built many years ago. So the first challenge is I think how we know the component we need to make because we don't have any visualization of the component we need. Therefore, we have to go to other university.
Start
We
from scratch.
we take a look. Yeah, yeah. We built it from scratch. So we often go to other university. We ask them how this works, then why the body is shaped like that, then what component needed for the car to actually move, and what does it need to be efficient. So yeah, we take a lot of inspiration from the other team actually. So maybe that's the first big challenge in actually creating the car.
How long did it take you to finish your urban design?
It's okay. So for the body itself, it takes about 2 months, I think. Then
2 months,
the manufacturing
including
process.
the benchmarking
Uh,
or no?
so for the benchmarking, we actually took inspiration from TU Delft, if you know, university from Netherlands. We only
Uh,
look at their shape of the car, and we create the body ourselves. So we also we directly imply it into SolidWorks, and we create it itself for 2 months.
okay, okay. How about the funding? Where are you getting the money to? Are you supported
Okay.
by your university for this cost? Because
Okay.
in
So
our case, it's somehow very challenging for us to, since this is our first time, it's
uh,
very challenging for us to acquire specific amount, or maybe you could also advise us with how much money or budget should we
mm,
prepare just for the car itself.
okay, okay. Let me wait. Let me look up first. Mm, This uh, okay. So uh, for the funding, because we actually challenged by our university to make the urban car, so we get most of the funding from them. But we also look for sponsorship because it it was split 50-50% between the sponsorship funding and the university funding for our car. And the total cost of our urban car is about 200 million rupiah. I think it was, yeah, 200 million rupiah. So it was like roughly 673,000 peso, if I'm not mistaken. 673,000 peso for the whole urban car. The most expensive part is actually the body, because we made it fully from carbon fiber, and the rest of the component is quite cheap actually.
So you have a lot of sponsorship. You been able to acquire those amount.
Yeah, as I said earlier, because we split
Uh,
the cost from university and the sponsorship.
yeah, yeah. Because somehow enable for us to attend or join the Shell Echo, it would be the first challenge for us is to acquire the funding for this cost. So 673,000 if 50-50. Maybe we'd still start looking for sponsors to cover some of the expenses. So that doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
include the shipment of the cars to the
Ah, no, no, no.
host country.
Actually, this year the shipment is covered by Shell, but for the next year competition, it will not be covered
It
by
will not
the
be
Shell.
covered.
Yeah, so you have to pay yourself for the shipment of it.
So all in all, it's really quite expensive.
Yeah,
Although that's a very good and interesting competition to attend to.
yeah, yeah.
So let's we will try to check in and weigh in some of the information you have given us. Then
Uh,
again, thank you so much for giving us the idea on how
okay.
to join and all those things. So Luis, do you have any more questions for me? That's it for me. Luis, are you still there?